It's been a few years since we've reviewed a Mazda CX-5. Let's see what's happening with Mazda's compact SUV. This is the 2021 CX-5, and while it hasn't received a mid-cycle refresh, sorry flashy graphics fans, it does see a number of updates and improvements. Let's see, what's new? Well, the fanciest signature trim, like we're driving here, gets a 360-degree camera system and an automatic reverse braking feature, so you don't smack the car behind you when you're parking. And across all trims, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto smartphone connectivity are now standard, as is this 10.25-inch display. I like having this much screen real estate set high, which is close to the driver's view, and the interface looks really slick, but oh no, it's not a touchscreen, like at all. Using the rotary controller to make inputs works okay, but I would contend you'll spend more time staring at the screen vectoring the cursor to a given icon than if you just push that icon with your finger. If you feel differently, I'm sure you'll leave a respectful counterpoint in the YouTube comments section. Other updates for 2021 include the death of the short-lived CX-5 diesel and the arrival of a Carbon Edition to the lineup. Based on the Touring Preferred SV package, the Carbon Edition adds black gloss trim, polymetal gray paint, 19-inch black metallic wheels, red leather seats, and a black honeycomb interior trim that, despite the name, is not made out of carbon fiber. Interestingly, you can get the Carbon Edition with either of the CX-5's engine choices. I love a convenient segue. The base engine is a 2.5-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder offered with front or, for $1,400, all-wheel drive. The Grand Touring and Signature models employ a turbocharged 2.5-liter engine paired exclusively with all-wheel drive, though keep in mind, these power figures are only attainable if you're combusting 93 octane. With either engine, the transmission is a 6-speed automatic. And if you're curious, here are the fuel economy figures. With all those numbers out of the way, let's talk about what it's like to drive the Mazda CX-5. You know what though? I talk a lot. How about we let KBB videographer Mike Danger handle the driving impressions? Get it, Mike!
So, driving the CX-5, you immediately notice how peppy the engine is. It has a 2.5-liter turbo and it has a little bit of turbo lag, but when you put the pedal down to the floor, it gives you the power you need to move around when you need to. So another cool thing about the CX-5 is the sport mode. And what it does is give you more revs on your RPMs so the turbos don't take as long to spool up, giving you a little bit more instantaneous power. So this being a compact SUV, it definitely checks all the right boxes. The ride height is great, outward visibility is pretty good, and it feels a lot sportier than what it is. The suspension is pretty firm and the steering wheel is precise. If you turn it right, it's gonna go right. And it also has that turbo, so when you need to get your zoom on, there you go. I love the premium and sporty feel of the CX-5. I love this big screen, it has nice materials, it feels like you're in a really nice car. But my only gripe with this is the legroom. Me being 6'4", it feels like I'm in a squatting position with the seat all the way back. I don't think Mazda looked out for us tall guys this time, so sorry.
It sure is nice letting other folks handle the hard work. Back on task, we have the CX-5's interior, which is among the most premium in the compact SUV category. The materials feel nice, the controls operate with a satisfying touch, and the cargo hold affords 30.9 cubic feet of space, which is less than the Honda CR-V and Ford Escape, but still perfectly workable. Look, Mike Danger fit all his gear with room to spare. Plus, I like the conveniently placed rear seat releases. One potential shortcoming is rear seat space. As Mike Danger noted, headroom and legroom might be a little bit dicey for those in the back here. Thank heaven I am so incredibly average. That said, I like that the rear seats have a recline function, I like that the rear doors open wide, which makes installing a child seat easier, and I like the front seat's comfortable and supportive contours. In simplest, slightly more than $25,000 form, the CX-5 Sport trim comes with alloy wheels, LED headlights, full-speed dynamic cruise control, automatic emergency braking, and blind spot monitoring. Personally, I'd spring for the $1,700 pricier Touring trim to get dual-zone automatic climate control, smart key access, and rear seat vents, which really should come standard. Among the more alluring features found on higher trims are leather upholstery, a power liftgate, a digital gauge cluster, and ventilated front seats. Live large, like we are with the priciest signature trim, and you're looking at $37,500 worth of CX-5. The competitive landscape includes names you'll recognize, like the Toyota RAV4, Honda CR-V, Hyundai Tucson, and Ford Escape, plus countless others. Among those names, you can find roomier interiors, lower base prices, and hybrid powertrains. But the Mazda CX-5 has a unique allure. It blends solid value, sleek looks, and joy-filled road manners with just enough practicality to justify its emotional charms. If you want a compact SUV, but you'd like to feel some sort of positive emotion while you're driving it, the Mazda CX-5 remains an excellent choice.